Hello and welcome everybody to the episode. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Food. How are you doing?
I'm good. So good. Can't complain. First time. I'm not complaining, so it must be good. It must mean it's
Must
good.
be good. Must be good. We do have a couple of exciting things to talk about. Starting out with Sony's new hardware announcements. Like right before we started recording, it seemed you weren't that excited about it. You're more excited about the Nintendo Direct news.
Of course, I'm more excited about the Nintendo Direct. So, like the INZONE gear, I mean, cool. I'm not gonna get it, but like we will talk about it. It's fine.
You might get it because you are the PS5 gamer. This might make a difference for you in the future. You might convert into INZONE.
We'll see.
But
We'll see.
I think the name is just a bit in
Yeah.
zone. Yeah, like that's just that's just like cringy a little bit.
Someone
But
someone couldn't say no to that name for some reason. They're like, yeah, this is a good idea.
I think somebody did say no to the name, but they weren't high enough up in the food chain, so it didn't really matter
Maybe.
what they thought. Yeah, I mean, I would hope that at least somebody said no to the name, and it was just a matter of politics. But yeah, they look very PlayStation, right?
I will be honest. I saw both the headset
Yeah,
and the monitors. I think the monitors are on point PS5
PlayStation.
design,
Yes, yes.
like aesthetics. You know, the black, especially on the legs. It's like black and white, and like they got the
Especially
right.
that center leg, because
Yeah,
that looks like a PS5 that's just like
exactly.
tilted backwards a little bit. Yeah.
And they have good ergonomics and stuff, which is plus points or kudos, whatever they call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but it's really the hardware. It's like the internals is what pushes the PS5 or like what they want out of the PS5. So if you hook one of these monitors up, you can get the full hertz range, the deep colors you were saying,
Oh
right?
no no
Like you get
yeah
everything.
yeah not Hertz or the deep colors. Okay, so let me just go through what was announced. For those who don't know, and I'd be surprised if some of you don't, they
Some
announced
people don't.
monitors and headphones. So they are the
Yeah.
INZONE H3, H7, and H9 headsets, and the INZONE M3 and M9 monitors. So I'll just run through the specs really quick, as fast as I can. I have them all written down here.
There
All
were
the
hertz.
headphones. No, the hertz are applicable to everybody. But
I know.
I'll get to that in a bit. All the headphones do come in white, that PlayStation look. They also have personalized audio and spatial sound support through the
That's cool.
PC app InZone Hub. The mics are Discord certified, and they do the whole flipping up to mute thing. And they work out of the box on both PCs and PS5s, and I'm assuming also on the other consoles. But they just said PCs and PS5s.
Yeah, of course.
So that's the common factor between the headsets. Starting out now with the H3, it's the only wired headset from what was announced, and it sells for $100.
That
The
speaks to me
H7, yeah,
directly.
that is, yeah, you're the wired headset guy, right?
Always, yeah.
Always. Okay. No, I'd rather go wireless. And the H7 is something that I would probably go for, the mid tier. It's priced at $230, and it gives you both 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth connections, which is something that I'm using right now on my SteelSeries Wireless Pro. So you could be
Which one?
playing
Which
your
connection?
game,
Oh,
both,
or you
both.
use both? Okay.
I mean, yeah, so my phone is connected to the headset as well as my PC. And if I get a call, I'll get the notification in my headset, and then I can just like talk to them. I can just, answer the call and talk to whoever I'm talking to, or it could be connected to anything else. So the idea is that you can have a simultaneous 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth connections, which is great. I love that functionality. And they also support the PlayStation 5's Tempest 3D audio tech. And on the cups, you'll also have game chat balance controls, which is always great to have if you're gaming with like really noisy people.
Sure.
So that was
For people who game with other people. No? Why?
for people who game with other noisy people. I've had gaming sessions where it was like just chill AF. Those are cool.
Yeah.
The battery life is very impressive. It's a 40-hour battery life, and if you charge it for an hour, you get. Oh, sorry, if you charge it for 10 minutes, you get 1 hour of game time, which is pretty clutch in times of
That's pretty
need.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, what's cool is that you can keep using the H7 wireless charging. I know some headsets like turn off or like they don't do that whole password thing, so it's cool that you can do that. So that's just something to keep in mind. That was the H7. That was the mid tier for $230.
All right.
The
Yeah.
higher end, the H9, is priced at $300. It has a 32-hour battery life, not 40. But other than that, it's just an upgrade over the H7 because it adds noise canceling and spatial awareness, and it uses the same. So it uses the same noise canceling technology that their 1000 series headphones use, which have been known to be like really, really good. They're called the dual noise sensor technology. And other than that, it also has a ambient sound mode, so you can hear your surroundings. It's kind of like the opposite of noise canceling. I don't really care about that sort of stuff. I read somebody online mentioning that if you're gaming on a very loud gaming laptop, because the fans can get really loud when you're pushing them hard, then the noise canceling would be good to have. But for me, that's not really a problem. I don't mind a little bit of like room noise or fan noise or whatever. So if I were to get one, it would be the H7, the mid-tier $230 one, not the $300 H9.
Plus, you get more battery life out of it, so it makes more
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. I haven't checked, but maybe the 32. No, actually, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, more battery life is always better. Yeah.
Right.
Now let's move on to the monitors. As we said before,
The important things, the visuals. This is what we need.
the visuals. Yes, we're all shallow people, right? Who cares about how things sound? We care about how things look. And
First and foremost.
yes, and based on the initial reviews that I saw, the the M3 and M9, they're actually not bad. So both of these monitors they use a 27-inch IPS panel that has a 1 millisecond rated gray response time, and they'll support NVIDIA G-Sync and variable refresh rate, which is all the things you kind of need. Then the ports that they have is insane, because with the M monitors, you have two HDMI 2.1 ports, a DisplayPort 1.4, a USB Type-C port that you can also use, because it has the DisplayPort alternate mode, so you can also use that if you want to connect to your laptop. And there are three USB 3 ports that also have a KVM switch support. So if you hook up your mouse and keyboard, you can switch between all of these devices they have connected to your display, and just not need to do that with the mouse and keyboard. So it's just all done through the monitor. So two HDMI 2.1 ports and one DisplayPort 1.4. So that means with one display, you can have your PS5, your Xbox, your gaming PC, and I think also the Switch using the Type-C.
I don't know about. Yeah, you should be able to connect all of these. Like it has the ports for them. Yeah,
it has the ports for all of them, and not like bad ports. It's got HDMI 2.1, so you can do 4K 60 or 4K 120, I think. Yeah, 4K 120. It's PS5 and Xbox. Like again, and with a DisplayPort 1.4, you can connect your PC to it for the high refresh rates. So that's awesome. Of course, if you do plug in a PS5, the monitors will activate auto HDR tone mapping. So they'll do all the HDR magic. It will also activate auto genre picture mode. So it will switch the settings, let's just say, or like the predefined settings depending on the genre of the game that you're playing. This could only happen with the PS5, but not with the other consoles. You'll have to do it manually. And to do that manually, I think that's also another cool feature that I've seen in some monitors. You can access the settings of the monitor itself using the software. So you don't have to like keep using the back knob or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Like try to figure out what's behind there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they do have a nub in the back.
I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying. I always found LG monitors and TVs to be great because they have the nub in the bottom.
That's true.
So it's like at the bottom of the TV. So it's a lot more convenient that way. The next best thing would be having the software, which they do now, and that's not LG, but like the Sony INZONE monitors, they have that. So in the software, you can access all of these settings, and you can change the picture quality and do all that sort of stuff conveniently. They don't have a remote. Some monitors do come with a remote that you can do that with, but mouse and keyboard I think would be better than a remote. Just like in gaming, mouse and keyboard is better than a controller. Yeah.
Oh, fighting words. Okay.
That's I know. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the Rotten Tomatoes. So those are the monitors. The $529 M3 is a 1080p 240 hertz monitor with the peak brightness of 400 nits, and for the content creators out there, it has a 99% sRGB coverage. The M9 is a $900 monitor. It comes with a 4K 144 hertz panel with a peak brightness of 600 nits, which is actually, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's good. It's definitely better than the 400 nits for the HDR, and the M9 also has a full array local dimming of 96 zones. So HDR should be good, not great, but it should be definitely better than any other like basic gaming monitor you have. It also has a 95% DCI P3 coverage. That's the whole rundown on what was announced. I'm really excited because I want to say it's a bold move by Sony to like just kind of like, it just got suddenly happened. I don't remember, like there were leaks like a week or two before the announcement was made, but before that, I don't remember hearing anything or reading anything about Sony releasing like gaming monitors and gaming headsets, not for just the PS5, but like for
Yeah.
PC, like it's just for
That-
gamers, regardless of what console
The
they're on.
rumor started, yeah, exactly. No, the rumor started like people thinking that it was some kind of hardware, but no one knew. People thought
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone speculated, but like it turned out like monitors and headsets geared to PC gamers, so they can play their games like on PC. So since like we
Yeah,
know and
I
we've
mean-
discussed, PlayStation is trying to get into the PC market, and what better way
Yeah.
than to have hardware to complement it, right?
They've been porting their games. I mean, slowly but surely they've been porting all the good games so far, and that seems to be an amazing strategy by them. And now they're also like targeting PC gamers through the hardware. They're not saying that, oh, listen, you only need to get a PS5, but if you do have a PS5 and you're also a PC gamer, we've got a few things for you. How about
Here
the
you
headset
go.
and the monitor, right? Which also work really well with the PS5 console. So they're all like, they're like it's part of the same ecosystem, but then they also open it up for PC gamers. And I
Right.
can't help but wonder if their next sort of like step would be gaming mice and keyboards. Because the PS5 has a
I
mouse
mean,
and
maybe,
keyboard
yeah.
support, right?
Yeah, it does. I think it does. I never tried, but it should. If I'm not mistaken, it has from the beginning. Yeah.
I think it also depends maybe on the games, like the developers will have to enable it, but like by default or like natively it's
supported, yeah.
on the PS5. So
Actually,
why
it is
not?
because I'll tell you why it is. I know
Yeah.
it's for sure it is because I've remoted into my PS5.
Ooh, I didn't know you could do that.
Of course you can. Yeah, you can do PlayStation Remote. Well, if you didn't know about
okay.
that.
I was thinking like, okay,
Yeah.
my bad. I
No,
was
no,
like,
no. It's correct. You're thinking like I'm here and my PlayStation's open at home.
but you remoted
I-
from where?
from work to my house,
But like, I mean, what was the device that you remoted from?
my computer, which is a keyboard and
okay.
mouse.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought
It
from your
is.
phone. Okay, yeah, yeah.
You could at your phone as well, but like no, I did it on my keyboard and mouse. So
Nice.
it is what you think it is. Like I
is.
have done it and it does work. You just can't run games because you need the PS5 connected to it. That's all, and then it works.
Okay. So there you go. Mouse and keyboard support is a thing. Why not have that be the next sort of batch of PC peripherals to sell to gamers?
Yeah,
You can imagine like a really nice, like sleek white keyboard with like the blue and black accents. There could be like a PlayStation Share button somewhere, right? Where if you're connected to a PS5, it will do all the PS Share stuff. If you're not, it will do nothing or something like that. I think
they
it's a
can
very
enable it.
interesting. Yeah, exactly. I think it's a very interesting strategy from Sony to be like, okay, this is another sort of like avenue for us to get into the PC gaming market. I don't know if they're hoping that it would like drive more sales to PS5 or they just want to have a wider sort of coverage of the gamers that they're reaching. I think it's the latter, not
I think it's
former.
it doesn't hurt to have complementing hardware for sure. It
Yeah.
won't hurt.
Yeah, that's true. What would you want to see them do next? Like, you're the PC gamer. Like, do you think?
Then in some sense of the word, I'm a PC gamer, but like
Yeah.
these days I'm doing most of my gaming on like Switch mainly. But like yeah, sure, I do play PC games here and there. But like from Sony, what I want from them is more games. That's it. I don't think
That's it. You're
hardware
not interested in
is-
hardware at all.
No, like I already have my own hardware. I'm not gonna buy a new monitor just for a PS5 game or one single PS5 game that I can buy through their store. You know, like it's
No,
it doesn't
I mean,
justify
You
it.
could No, you can buy the monitor for all the games that you want to do on whatever device you want to play with. Like that's the whole
You know
point.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna make me do it because of that. So for me, I just want them more software side, more than hardware. That's what I think they should focus on. That's just my
Okay.
opinion. Because
I
hardware's
think
not
they're
gonna
doing.
change for me. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it is a very subjective thing. I get that. Yeah,
Actually,
you
I
have your
did think
hands,
of one other thing. I did think of one other thing.
Oh,
The only
what?
thing I think they should do, which was rumored for a while, this was rumored for a while, and it hasn't been announced yet, or maybe it'll happen, is a PS5 Pro controller. That's the next thing they should do.
Ooh,
Like a
yeah.
hardcore, like works on PC, works on PS5, PS5, which it does anyway. Or like the PS5
Yeah.
controller is perfect with the PC. But
Yeah.
I think like a pro professional controller is
So
the main thing. That's
customizable
it.
parts, maybe extra
Exactly.
like paddle. Yeah. That'd be cool. Like the Xbox Elite controller, because
Yeah, Xbox are already there, but like Sony
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
that. So
that's
the only
interesting.
thing.
Well, the ironic thing is that people are speculating that I think part of this was kind of confirmed by Microsoft is that the new Xbox Elite controllers for the Series consoles, like those might have the haptic feedback and the what's the trigger thing called? What from the
Triggers?
PS5? No, like the
Adaptive triggers.
adaptive triggers. Yeah. So
That's
the
what you're
adaptive
talking about.
triggers.
Okay,
Yeah. So it's ironic that the Pro controller from Microsoft like will come out with the basic features from Sony. That's what people are speculating, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
a
don't
Pro
think- I
controller
don't see
from
why not.
Sony from PlayStation would be pretty good. So for food, what news are you actually excited about?
The Nintendo Direct Mini, to be honest, like
Yeah.
following up from the XC3 Direct, we got this third-party mini Direct from all these games, and I personally want to talk about some of the games that they highlighted. They showed a lot of games
They did.
in this Direct, and there's two notable ones that I want to talk about. But the first one that got me excited when I first heard it, like I think in April they showed it off, was Return to Monkey Island. So this for me, I love this series. Like I've played point and click games for the longest time. I started I think with Broken Sword, and then eventually found my way into like what do you call it, Monkey Island, which is great by Ron Gilbert. He's the one who created this.
How old is the game? Like the original? It's
I want to say 91 or older, maybe, or like it's an old game. Don't quote me on it. I forgot when the first
no, but
one
I
came
do know
out,
that it's
but
like
yeah,
decades old, and till this
It
day,
was
I
on
know a
the
lot of
DOS.
fans. Yeah,
yeah, it was on
yeah.
MS DOS shell or something, like it was on floppy disks. I know that for a fact. It was on a floppy disk.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I didn't get introduced to the game until like Monkey Island 3 and that on PC. And then I went back and played the first two like to catch up and then I played the rest of them. It's a great series. Like I've always liked point and click adventures. But this one, like what's amazing about this one, it's like it picks up from the story of Monkey Island 2, which is the last time Ron Gilbert has been like directly involved in the series. So it's gonna be wild, and I love the art direction. Like they showed a bit of like in the teaser back in April,
Yeah.
but like here we got to see like some gameplay footage. We saw the guy Pash Threepwood, the mighty pirate. We got to see
It was
his
the
character.
proper reveal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. And the art director in this, I had to look it up. His name is Rex Crowley. Fantastic. Like I love the new art direction. It's very akin to the old school point and click games, or like the first two. So I love it. I can't wait for this game. It's good. It just says coming to Steam and Switch sometime in 2022. We don't know. Hopefully, it's still 2022, not pushed. I'm hoping.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we always say that if a game is pushed because it has to be pushed, let it get pushed. Don't rush it. Don't whatever. Yeah. But hopefully, it comes out complete without any
Yeah.
major issues this year. Yeah.
I hope so, but like the fact that Devolver Digital is publishing this game is backing it up. Like I'm happy with it. Like I'm finding a trend. Like Devolver, every time I see them or see their games, I'm like, man, they have some really
They've got
quality stuff.
they've got their
They have
fingers in
quality.
like some really good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And the best non E3 showcase this year ever. Like,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. Presentation wise, not necessarily
Yeah.
announcement, but yeah.
They get style points. They get style points for sure.
100%. And Suda 51 points, whatever that is, but they get Suda 51 points. Every other developer has no Suda 51 points. They have Suda 51 points.
Right. That's true, actually. And then, okay, out of all the games, like, really, like, that caught my eye again, and we have spoke about it again, and I'm
We
bringing it up
have,
again,
yeah.
is Sonic Frontiers. Like, man, every time I see this game, I like it more and more. Like, there's just something about it, and like in this showcase, they showed like Sonic like approaching a dungeon. It's 100% dungeon, same as Breath of the Wild. He just goes in, disappears,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
then you see him reappear in like a highway setting, and he's like speeding through a highway, like down
In a
this
green
road.
tunic.
The green that's the next step, you know. That's just
That would be awesome if they
one
have
step
like
away.
customizable sort of like, outfits or whatnot, and they like, wink, wink, let's give them a green tunic, because we know what people are saying, we know what they were thinking. That'd be
I wouldn't be
cool.
surprised. That would be
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
if they added that. Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
You never know. But like the fact that, because the only thing we saw from all the reveals is like this open zone area that they keep talking about.
Yeah.
So the fact that these dungeons, like when you go in them, they're like fully fleshed out worlds, like this race or like the city theme. And then the next one I saw was like, it looked like Green Zone or Green Hills.
Yeah.
And like you see Sonic go like in the loop-de-loop, the classic loop-de-loop, and then like speed through it. I'm like, yeah, this game is good. Like, I don't know why there's negativity around this game, but I'm enjoying it. I like what I see.
So I have a theory. Maybe not a theory per se. Like I think everybody might like know this already. But the reason, like the first time I saw any negativity around the game was when they revealed that like 7-minute, 10-minute extended gameplay thing.
Yeah.
You remember? Like there was like sometime like last month, I think. And it didn't really show much. Like the footage from this direct was a lot more exciting to me, at least, than what we saw in the previous like reveal. That was
Yeah.
also apparently like not final footage or whatever, and like it was still being worked on. So there were a lot of like graphical sort of like artifacting and issues like with rendering the assets. And people saw that, and I think they just assumed the worst, that like the game is broken already and it's going to come out broken. And again, like it didn't really show the things that people wanted to see, especially like the Sony,
Right.
the Sonic fans. Like they want to see the loop-de-loops, they want to see all that sort of stuff that's going on. Everything
Yeah.
that was shown in this video in the direct is what I believe they wanted to see in the first place. Had they shown that, had they revealed that first, and then gave us like an in-depth look at this like really open world Zelda-like sort of environment second, I think people would have been a lot more happy or like less angry on Twitter. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It doesn't really warrant any sort of like negativity. It's not, it doesn't look like a terrible game. It doesn't look like a bad game. It's maybe a different game than what people have been used to, like from the past Sonic games, but that alone is not a reason to be angry.
Yeah, exactly. Well, either way, personally,
Yeah,
I'm excited.
people on the
I
internet
want
need to
know.
chill. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do. It's about time. It's about time. We're getting tired. Like, but I'm getting tired. But I don't know about other people.
I'm getting tired as well.
Anyway, but like more importantly, like these were my top 2 picks. But I want to know what caught your eye, and we did talk about this.
There's If you guys followed us on Twitter, you would know what I'm going to talk about next. By the way, follow us on Twitter, Bad Good Pod. They announced all 10 mainline MegaMan Battle Network games in one collection. And it's
Yeah.
coming out in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. Having the games out on PC and also on Nintendo Switch, and I think on PS4, is a great thing. It's all 10 games. There will be a high resolution filter. There will also be an art gallery mode with over 1,000 art pieces, and also a music player mode with 188 songs or tracks, which you can play on repeat. And believe you me, I'm going to be playing the Mega Man Battle Network 2 title theme on repeat. Yeah, and
This
the
is
fact
what
that
I
it's on
wanted to
PC,
hear. Yeah.
it just kind of becomes my media player, right? Just for that one song. It's
So where are you gonna buy it? Where are
oh
you gonna buy
PC,
this game?
100%
On PC.
PC.
Okay.
I mean, yes, it would be cool to buy it on the Switch, and I might like I might go crazy and buy it on both PC and the Switch. There's no like they didn't mention, and I'm not assuming that there's going to be any like crossplay or anything of that sort or like cross progression. I don't care about that, but on the Switch it would make sense because the games came out on the Game Boy Advance, and then I think the last one came out on the DS. So it is a handheld experience, but it's a lot more convenient for me to just play it on my PC. Like I barely use my Switch. This would be a good reason to use my Switch. And initially, I thought it was just the Switch launch because
Same.
in the video in the direct they didn't mention. I don't think they mentioned the
They
other
never mentioned
consoles.
any other console or anything on the
Yeah,
direct.
yeah. So I was excited. I was like, you know what? Like, I have a reason to use the Switch now, like, or next year. But when I like was checking out some information about the game, I saw that it's also launching on Steam. I'm like, oh, okay, خلاص. I'll just get it on Steam. It's a lot more convenient. I could just chill. If I do want to stream it, it's also a lot easier than streaming from the Switch or like
Yeah, fair enough.
getting that. Yeah. So it's really just that, really. And if I want to, I can like play this game on my laptop if I'm away or like maybe at work as well. I don't know if I can manage to get Steam installed.
I'm expecting a live Twitch playthrough or like just a rundown of you just playing the music and like jamming live
I
with
might do
everyone.
that.
Yeah.
We'll probably have a Twitch channel up in 2023. Who knows? But yeah, I'm super excited about this game. I also have one more game that not like it's okay. So when I was rewatching the videos, I realized one of the reasons why I like this game has to do with Mega Man Battle Network.
Oh, I okay. Do
Yes,
explain.
I didn't think you'd pick up on it, right? So the
Okay.
game is Little Noah, Scion of Paradise. It's a casual roguelike action game where you're a character, Noah. She's an alchemist, and she's like stuck on a planet somewhere. Her airship gets broken or whatever, and then she gets help from these things called the Lilliputs, over 40 of them, right? And each one can give her like a certain ability or certain attack and whatnot. And she basically uses like a few of them together for unique combos and and attack sets and all that sort of stuff. The way it happens, these attack combos using the Lilliputians, they will change depending on the order of Lilliputians that you've assigned, right?
Okay,
So
I'm with you so far, but like
each Lilliput has a different like attack or passive ability or whatever. And then depending on the order that you assign them, like you get to use them one by one in that order, or I'm assuming if you have three of a certain kind together, then they can become like a super Lilliput type of thing or whatnot. Mega Man Battle Network, the battle system is like that. It's a card-based battle system where in every round you select five chips. They're like their chips. You select five chips, and then you get to use them in that order. If you happen to
right.
have, so the chips have like numbers, like they're a number, or like sorry, they've got letters. So if you happen to have three of the same chip of the same letter or something like that, they become like a super chip. They do something like
Yeah.
really cool. If you use
Okay.
certain chips together, they'll also like do something different in the game. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is like kind of
Oh,
it's an
interesting.
action
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't use the same grid like system as Mega Man Battle Network, but just the way of like using your attacks, your Lilliputs, having them like in order. You have to like plan ahead. So I'm assuming depending on the dungeon that you're in or whatever, like you know like a tough boss is coming up or like a tough enemy is coming up and he's weak against like a certain attack. So I want to put those first and then maybe do like a support thing. If there's a support Lilliput, you could do a support thing right afterwards just to like heal up or like add shields or whatever it may be, and then like another like attack. So there's a strategy with how you need to organize them or how you need to sort them out, like in which order you put them. And I'm sure that's also going to depend in the setting that you're in and what you're trying to do. So that's a again a very Mega Man Battle Network type of like gameplay. So that's
So
one of the reasons
definitely it spoke
why.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It's one of the reasons. I also thought the game looked really nice. The action seemed like it would be fun and easy to pick up. They do call it a casual roguelike game, so that spoke to me. The fact that it's a casual game. I don't really have to invest so much in it, or like there's no learning curve. I hope, or anything of that sort. Yeah, that's about it. Like, yeah, that's really
Oh, cool. I like that.
that's all I
Little
have to say about the
background.
game. Yeah, it
The
was
fact that
cool.
Mega
It
Man
was cool.
Battle Network and this game were side by side, it's
Yeah,
I don't know if
it
it's a
made
coincidence,
sense, right?
It's nice, yeah.
Somebody out there is looking out for me. I'm glad.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, so that's it. We've got the Sony hardware announcements. We have a couple of games from the Nintendo Direct. There are a lot of other games like, that were interesting, that were good, but we only have enough time to talk about those games. Fusswood, any last words?
No. I think we covered everything we needed. If you guys want to chat to us, be sure to message us
Yeah,
on
yeah.
on social media or on YouTube. We're always there. Like we'd like to
Yeah,
hear
leave
from
us
you. And yeah.
leave us a comment. Leave us a comment in the video. What games were you excited about from the mini direct? Would you actually buy any of the INZONE hardware? Are you looking forward to a mouse and keyboard by Sony? Let us know in the comments. And thanks for watching the episode. Do drop us a like or comment and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Or go to badgood.gg to find our audio podcast over there. We're also on Twitter and Instagram, so leave us a message on badgoodpod and give us a follow there. And we'll catch you in the next episode.